F1 2020's greatest experiences come when you're evenly matched with your rivals, doing your best to beat them in a fair contest. Today, we're looking at AI difficulty. Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well today. My name is PJ and today we're setting the perfect AI difficulty level in F1 2020. This is a topic I've covered before in my beginner's guide, as well as in an official tutorial on the F1 Games channel, and we're going to explore it in a little bit more detail today. If you like these guides and want to get better at racing games, you can subscribe for more videos, but for now, let's get started. In order to find the best AI difficulty setting for our current skill level, we need to set a benchmark, and the method I've used ever since F1 2018 is something I call the Spanish qualifying test. From the main menu, head to Grand Prix and set up an event at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. We will be using a short qualifying session for this test in clear, dry weather. The race distance is irrelevant, but a 5-lap race is a good secondary test once you've dialed in the settings. You can pick any team for this, but I like to go with one of the midfield runners like McLaren, Renault or Racing Point. During qualifying, your goal is fairly straightforward. Get out there and set the best laps you can. You'll have multiple attempts at this, so don't worry if you make a mistake. Nobody gets their laps perfect on the first try. At the end of the session, take a look at your best time and the times of your teammate. The closer the two of you are, the better, as this is generally telling you that you're where you should be in the competitive order. For every second you are faster or slower than your teammate, adjust the difficulty by 10 and run the test again. And if you want to get really granular with it, every 10th of a second is equivalent to roughly 1 point on the AI difficulty scale. Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya is a great circuit for this as it features every type of corner, making it a good test for both you and the AI. One of the challenges with the Spanish qualifying test is that there are differences in performance between each F1 team. A Mercedes is much faster than a Williams, for example, and some cars feel easier to drive than others. This can introduce some variables when you're running the test, which may give you an inaccurate difficulty setting. When I first came up with this method in 2018, I did so with a slight variant, in that I made sure every car was identical. At the time, I did this by driving a Red Bull RB6 and ensuring that all cars on the grid were the same. But in F1 2019 and F1 2020, you can easily do this with an F2 car, which is especially handy if you play a lot of F2 anyway. Unlike in the standard test where your teammate is the target, your goal here is to just barely get pole position. When you drive well in single player later on, you should get the good results you feel you deserve, but you won't have it so easy that you can win without effort. Whichever way you go, both test methods are useful, and we can make some further tweaks later on, which will be important in my team in particular. Before that though, if you're finding this video useful, go ahead and hit the like button, and let me know in the comments what difficulty setting you're using. While the Spanish qualifying test can give you a great baseline for your ideal difficulty level, it's not a perfect system, and you may need to refine your level as you begin your career or your journey through my team. The reason for this is that no two circuits are identical. You will likely have your favourites that you perform better at, and AI will be better suited to some tracks than others. For now, start doing races as you normally would, but keep an eye on the results and the lap times of your teammate or rivals in both qualifying and the races. If you notice you're faster or slower than the AI cars across multiple races in a row, adjust the level by 5 points and continue with your next few races. When I started my journey through my team in F1 2020, I found that I was unusually quick at Australia, a circuit I rather enjoy. In successive races I upped my difficulty by 5 points, which seemed about right, as when I upped it by 10 it felt like too much of a swing in the other direction. Speaking of my team, there's something else we need to discuss. My team is the headline feature of F1 2020, a career mode where you build your own team and take them from the back of the grid to the front with numerous upgrades. This development path has an impact on your ideal AI settings. As you play through my team, keep an eye on your teammates' performance as always, but also look out for the cars that you should ideally be racing against. Take a look at where you rank in the competitive order and note the performance of those AI drivers across the first few races. If you're battling with them, you should be fine, but as your car gets stronger, you'll come up against faster teams, so you may need to tweak your settings as you go along. Of course, if you just want to live out the dream fantasy of Brawn GP, you can whack the difficulty down real low, nothing wrong with that either. Having a well-matched difficulty level is an experience I'd recommend trying out, but you do you, and ultimately, whatever setting lets you have the most fun is the right setting for you. Now that you know how to have great races with AI drivers, check out my video on improving your camera settings in F1 2020, or take a look at some of the other videos on my channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching and subscribing, and I wish you the best of luck in your next race.